Yo, it was good.
What up? What up, man? Hey, man, we were just laughing before we came on about these different Connecticut rappers, and we always call them the light skinned rappers and stuff,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. The beige rappers.
Yeah, man. Why we know why why they suck so bad, man? Like we were just talking
Oh,
about how you interested in them. I want to try them, but I know I'm gonna hate it once I try it. Like it's so many
as soon
sticks
as
I
you light it
pass
up,
up.
2, 3 puffs in, you sit there like, yo, this is stupid. Why? Why? And who buys them? Who buys them? I don't see those cigars being cigars for anybody. So who buys them?
Yeah.
Why? Why are you even on the shelf?
Why would your palate enjoy that? I don't know. I don't know whose palate that's made for, but
Because I don't know how many we've tried, but I can say that for sure, like especially early on in our journey, tried several over and over and over again because we thought that was the way of life. We thought that's the one to go with, but just kept falling short every single time. But what kept bringing us back with these Maduros, these darker rappers, these broadleafs, whatever, those what brought us back. Not those light rapper Connecticut's. So
yeah.
I don't know who's buying them, who's keeping them in business. Why are cigar curators still curating those type of cigars? I don't know.
I don't know, man. Yeah, we thought it was going to be more of a milder smoke, and I guess it is. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like it ain't it. It's
That
Habanoing up for me.
aftertaste, that bite. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm
Hey,
with you.
look,
Which
man.
actually leads me into the cigar that I got today and why I got the cigar I got. But we'll get to that later.
We'll
We'll get
hold
to that
off
later.
then. Hey, look, I got a random question I've been wanting to ask you, right? I see a headline that said a man chose 1 year in prison over returning $1.1 million that was mistakenly sent to his bank account. What would you do in that situation?
I'm doing a year.
Taking your year?
I'm taking a year. Give me the year. And I get to keep the 1.1 million with no recourse, no repercussion other than the year in prison.
Yeah.
I'm
You're
taking a
there
year.
for it, huh?
I'm there for the year. So that means I get to come out to my 1.1 million still sitting there in the bank, ready to go for me.
You come out with 1.1 in the bank because you didn't give it back. That's it. Either you.
Give me the year. Give me the year.
What's
It
up,
was a
Eli?
mistake
So
by the
yeah,
bank.
this is what's going on, Eli. A
I
guy
didn't
took
steal it.
1 year in prison because he refused to return $1.1 million that was sent to his bank.
Yeah.
Error as an error.
If I stole it and it was me just off of bad behavior, I acquired the million, then maybe I might think about getting it back because my conscience like, do the right thing. But the bank mysteriously put it in my account and I took it out because I got 1.1 million. I don't know where the money came from. Maybe I got a raise. I don't know. I don't know where the 1.1 came from. It ain't my fault. It wasn't my error. Give me the year. I'll take the year.
I'm with you though. I'll take the year too.
And everything. Clear conscious.
Hey, what's up, Alex? Hey, what if you get killed in prison? Hey, man.
I'm gonna survive. That 1.1 going it's gonna be fuel enough to make me survive.
It's
I'm gonna make it out alive.
Yeah.
I gotta get back to my 1.1.
I ain't got no choice but to survive if I got 1.1 waiting on me when I get out. There's a whole lot of dangerous ways to get a 1.1 million.
I'll pay for protection. I got 1.1. Yeah. I'll pay for some protection.
Yeah. I'll be putting money on people's books while I'm in there, buying people chips and snacks the whole time, man. But yeah, give me the 1.1.
Don't worry. I got some noodles for you. Got that honey bun.
You know what I'm saying?
I think it might mean something.
1 year. Now you seeing it my way. Come around. 1 year ain't that bad. It ain't that bad. There's a whole lot tougher ways that people work to earn money, and it ain't 1.1 that they get. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, I'm pretty sure that throughout our lives that we probably worked some jobs for a year that's probably a lot less comfortable than a year in prison.
Yeah,
I got somewhere to sleep. I got some food to eat. I just got to make it out, and I know I got a 1.1 that's waiting for me. You worked for years after year after year, and never even seen 1.1 million and lived in some harsh conditions. That's all I'm saying.
I done worked in septic tanks before, so right there with the poop and the crap. You know what I'm saying? So if I could do that for whatever I was making at the time, which was next to nothing, yeah. To send me to prison,
do my year. Bid for 1.1. I work hard. Hey, whatever it is I got to do to survive. So yeah, give me a 1.1. Easy.
Nah, I'm cool on that one. I'm cool. You lost me there. He said, "What about 10 mil for 10 years?"
Oh nah.
Nah, it's too much
Nah.
of my
I
life.
can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it.
Because you think about it, right? If I can get to 80 years old, that's 1/8 of my life. You know what I'm saying? Right there. And in the first 10 years of your life, you can't really do nothing with it because you a kid. So let's say until you about 20, you don't really properly live your life right. So
Yeah.
the first 20 ain't nothing. Then the 10 that I'm gonna give up to prison, that's 30 years of my life. You know what I'm saying? That's too much of my life right there that I
But
didn't
and
get to
also
properly
then,
live.
what age are you going in at? If I'm
That's
going in
true.
at 18, I'm getting out at 28. Maybe I might do that. But if I'm going in at my age now, I can't see it. But 18 to 28, I felt like I was in prison from between 18 and 28 anyway.
Yeah, man. At this age now, man, these are my last really truly good years. I ain't trying to give them up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. While my back's still relatively good, while my knees are still, you know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
can still bend them. You know what I'm saying? I'm in my right mind. I'm good. Got some decent health. You know what I'm saying?
You know
We
what I'm
on the
saying?
decline after this.
Yeah.
Decline is happening. I ain't got 10 years to get right now.
I ain't got 10 years, man. I ain't, these my last good knocking off years, man. I ain't about to give them up in prison. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, it won't be
It'll be the
me.
best you got. It's all
Yeah.
downhill from here.
Facts, man. Facts.
Yeah, man. But yeah, I can do the 1 for 1.1. Can't do the 10 for 10 though. But I can do 1 for 1. Give me that right
Yeah,
now.
10 for 10.
When
That's
do I
extreme.
start? When do I start?
Oh, you ready to go now?
I'm going to the
Hey, look,
precinct. I'm turning myself in.
I don't think they're gonna send you to nothing. You gonna go to like you ain't going to nowhere unsafe. You're gonna be there with the blue collar criminals anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. It's light work.
Yeah, man. I'll be all right. Nah, you can't. You can't
Yeah, it gotta be
mail
18. Well,
stuff.
no, hold on, wait. Is it 21? Is it 21 now? 20?
21 in my state. I don't know.
21? Yeah, 21 for tobacco now. Sorry. But hey, when you hit
Yeah,
21, got you.
yeah, but
Have a
you
cigar
you
with
can
the
stay for
boys.
everything else though. You can listen to the conversation. You know, it's
Sure.
safe. We ain't gonna get
And by
out
the
of
way,
line.
y'all, if y'all are here, you're watching, you got a stick, go ahead and light up with us. Go ahead and enjoy your cigar right here with us.
Yeah. If you
Unless,
of age.
unless you're under 21.
Yeah. Hey, what you was running by me earlier about the new project from what's my guy's name?
Brent Fires.
Brent Fires.
Yeah, so a couple of weeks ago, we were talking about how 2026 was jumping off with some really good music, man. And
Yeah.
then a couple other ones just jumped into the fold. One being Brent Fires, album that people were like waiting for him to drop. Kept passing up. I think the release date was supposed to be like mid last year sometime. So people waited for a good long time for this album to come out. Album comes out, and every review I'm seeing, I'm scrolling TikTok, Instagram, everybody's hating it. They're killing it, right? And I asked my son. My son's a huge Brent Fires fan. He knows all the Sonder albums, any project that Brent has ever came out with. And I said, "You heard it? Like, he came out with the album. Like, I already heard it. That's what he said. That's what it was. He had told me he already heard it. Like, the album came out. You even tell me it came out. How you feel about it? Like, awfully quiet about it. He was like, nah, it wasn't that good. I listened to it. It wasn't that good. I listened to it twice. It wasn't that good. Son 16.
Okay. He gave it the two listen try.
He gave it 2 listens. That's like one of his favorite artists. But it missed him. It missed him. So we was on a little road trip, and I put it on. Like, I'm gonna listen to it from top to bottom and see what I think about it. I'm gonna rate every song as we go. And I'm like, okay, that's an 8 out of 10. That's a 7.5 out of 10. Oh, that's a 10 out of 10. That's a 9 out of 10. That's 9.5 out of 10. What you mean you ain't like this album? I listened to it again. I had to listen to it one more time. Like, it hit me immediately. It resonated with me immediately. And I had to go back and listen to it and see why. And then when I listened to it, everything I heard Anita Baker in there. I heard some Shalimar in there. I heard some Full Force in there. I'm like, this the 80s. This the 80s. And I'm like, if The Weeknd would have dropped this probably would have been the hugest thing. Like, when
Yeah, he did that
80s
sound.
vibe thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
It would have been huge if he dropped it. I'm like, what are people saying that they don't? This is now after listening to it for what 2 weeks now. It's like my favorite album of the year. I've been playing it back and back and back and back because it reminds me of the 80s. I'm like, he rebirthed the 80s with this, but people missed it. They didn't get it. They didn't understand it.
Right.
I'm like, okay, is it a difference with the era and just that sound that we grew up in? You know what I'm saying? From the crib until we were adolescent teenagers, that's a sound that we just know. Like it just took me back that they haven't experienced that sound just yet.
Yeah,
in its fullness.
Let's touch on that, but Blackbird, you got a question that this is great. This is a teaching moment, and this is what we do on this show. So this is good. What's the difference between cigarettes and cigars? It's a huge difference, Blackbird. Huge difference. So, and you asked chemically speaking. First of all, chemicals aside, you talk to a cigar smoker and compare it to a cigarette, it's offensive. We don't like it. You know what I'm saying? We don't have the chemicals and everything in it that a cigarette's gonna have. So it's a lot cleaner smoke in most cases. Don't get me wrong, it's gonna be some little stuff in it here and there, but all the additives that make cigarettes addictive, that's not within cigars. You don't have anybody addicted to cigar smoking. First of all, we're not inhaling directly. Of course, you can pick up some secondhand, but it's not a direct inhale. It's a lot more of a clean tobacco that you're dealing with, and the tobaccos are put together in a way where you're able to actually have different flavors and different things that's going to affect your palate. It's going to give you different aromas and different scents in the smoke and whatnot. So, and it's going to transition throughout the cigar into different experiences that you have. A cigar is more for relaxing. It's not for being stressed out like a cigarette. You know, people that
just trying to get a pull or something, just trying to get that nicotine fix. We're not trying to get a fix of anything. The only fix that we're trying to get is the good life that goes along with it, that good feeling that goes along with it. The vibe
this is a celebration of a long week of work. You know what I'm saying? Of putting in your effort. You know, is what this is for. But it does not have any of the other stuff in it that you're gonna, the tar and all the things that make that bad. It's different. It's different now. It's different. It's the difference between buying a Toyota and a Mercedes. You know what I'm saying? But
and that's the reason why. That's the reason why. So now, so for a pack, what a pack of cigarettes go for nowadays? I don't know, like $8. I can't call it. I ain't never bought a pack of cigarettes before.
If a cigarette pack costs you about $7-8, I don't know. But if it is around that, you get a cigar at your starting price anywhere from
$10, $12.
That's the good one. You can go as cheap as $5 or $6. You know what I'm saying? But that's not the high quality stuff. So you want to go at least around that $8 to $10 mark. You don't want to go under that for a cigar. And it goes all the way on up over $100, but you don't have to spend that much. You know, I would say anywhere between the $10 to $20 range on a cigar, you're gonna get the best stuff. These last you for 3-4 hours, depending on, you know what I'm saying? It could be 2-3 hours, a really good one, maybe 4. Patrina, what up, Bree?
Patrina, see Patrina's in here. Yeah, so cigars are lifestyle. Cigarettes are for taking the edge off. Don't get me wrong, a cigar take the edge off too, but in a different way.
In a different way, yeah. But yes, precisely what you said. Totally different scenario. And you get a little buzz off of it, you know, depending on if you get the right cigar, you know, and maybe you're on an empty stomach or something like that. But it's not, you're not in it for that. That could happen, but it's not that. You know, Michael Jordan used to smoke one of these and then go play a full 48. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't affect you in that way. Pipe, similar thing with a pipe. You know what I'm saying? You putting the tobacco inside of it. It's a different experience.
Not wrapped. It's just the tobacco's not wrapped. It's in a pipe. You light the pipe and just smoke the tobacco raw through the pipe.
Yeah, unwrapped. Pretty much. Now, back to what you were saying about the. I'm sorry to get off on a tangent, but that was important. I like that question, Blackbird. Now, as far as the album, though, you know, it sounds to me like it's just an old man album, and it's connected with your old man, your inner old man, and the youth don't connect with that sound from that type of artist.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking too. That, and then also the subject matter too. Everybody used to Brent Faiyaz being the toxic lover boy or whatever, just toxic. You know what I'm saying? Talking that slick talk. You might say something outlandish, but your boy's in love in this album. He
You know
talking
what
a
it
little
is
different to the
also?
ladies. He talking a little different to the ladies.
Whatchamacallit is a
With the
very
80s background.
Weekend's very popish in his
Mm-hmm.
genre. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
All right, Blackbird, peace. So he's very popish in his genre, and that pop music always keeps an element of 70s and 80s to what they do. Pop music is very disco influenced, you know what I'm saying?
Disco
With like
influence, sure.
with the bass lines and stuff and the
syncopations, the tempos, all of that
yeah,
stuff.
and just the one on the floor drum pattern, you know, is very, so it's just kind of like it makes sense for an artist like Weeknd to transition into that more so than a Brent Fires. So maybe that's why he just ain't his genre.
It ain't his genre, but if you know the sound and the feeling of the 80s,
he did it right.
I heard Prince in there. You get like just think about the guitar, you think about the tines and the certain type of the electric piano, that particular electric piano that you hear. It's that DX. It's different. It's the 80s, man. It's Shalimar. It's DeBarge. And if you know that era of music, it resonates something. And for me, that's what it did. It took me back to the crib. It took me back to the beginning of me. So I loved it. But it's like my son doesn't have anything to connect with that. Plus, it's not toxic.
You love the production of it, or you actually love the actual songs? And
both of them.
Okay, because he gets a lot of criticism for his singing. You know what I'm saying? In general,
yeah. I mean, like he's not the greatest singer, but the way the songs were put together, and then also the vocal performance was decent.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It was decent. But at the same time, it resonated something different with me. It's like a rebirth of a new era or of an old era, bringing it into 2026, which hasn't been touched in a while. You know, we went back to the 90s for a little bit in like the early 2020 or whatever, or late 2010s. And we touched the 90s. The 90s got hot, and everybody wanted that 90s R&B feel. And he just took another step back into the 80s, where somebody hasn't really done until like that pop Weekend type of sound, but he stepped into that 80s, and he's like one of the first R&B artists to do it. I'm just saying now, just keep your ears peaked. You might start seeing a lot of that 80s sound being brought back into now.
You know why? Because 80s don't get the love some of the other eras get. You know what I'm saying? So maybe that's why R&B artists don't dip into that era.
Blackbird asks, which album do I like? Which album from who?
Weeknd. Yeah, he said Weeknd.
Okay, okay. I was never a real big Weeknd fan. Never really a big Weeknd fan. You say he liked Kissland. Kissland was his favorite album. Okay.
Yeah, bro. I think the 80s sound was is a sound that people didn't. It produces classic music, but it was the beginning of the computerized sound. You know what I'm saying? The drum machines.
Which did lose a little bit of authenticity in that time. So when you went from the 80s to the 90s, 80s kind of got pushed off to the side because the 90s was hitting so differently. Especially when New Jack Swing came in, Teddy Riley and all them boys was doing what they was doing. It kind of threw things away. R. Kelly came in, started doing what he was doing, and it kind of pushed the 80s sound away. But at the same time, it was the sound of the time for that time. If you go back
it was. And some classic music came out, but I think it's not revered like other time frames for that reason.
I heard Bobby Brown and I heard New Edition in there. But when you think about it, if you go back, you start thinking about it. Think about Bobby Brown, the Don't Be Cruel album, the New Edition albums, the Barge, all those people. Like if you think about some of that music that was put out in the 80s, you can't sleep on it. And I slept on the 80s for a good little bit. But now that I'm getting further removed from the 80s, it has more nostalgia value to me now than it did, say, in the early 2000s. Or in the 90s. In the 90s, we were just in the 90s. It is what it is. We got Guy, we got Mary J. Blige, we got R. Kelly, we got Babyface, we got all these. You know what I'm saying? We was just rolling with the 90s. The 90s was doing this thing, so we was cool with it. But now the further we get from the 80s, now I feel that nostalgia a little bit more. I feel that pull back to the 80s a little bit more now.
You know what the 80s is? The 80s is the 2000s, man. The 80s is the 2000s. They the same thing. The 70s hit hard, 90s hit hard, 10s hit hard.
That 2000s was a little different. Yeah. Because I think they were
got different. The change of music.
Sound transition errors. 80s was a
Yes.
sound transition. 2000 was a sound transition era. We were kind of lost in like what's the new sound going to be before things got solidified and saying this is what the sound is for this next 10, 15 years. That's all.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, because I don't love the 80s. And even when I go back to some of the 2000s, some of that stuff don't sit with me the same way as it did in the moment. You know what I'm saying? Like, not all of it. Just the sound of it.
You said you don't love the 80s, but you love Shotgun and the Praise here. Okay, what else? Shotgun was good.
Shotgun.
But you love Teddy P. You love Luther. You love Anita.
Yeah, I love stuff from the 80s, but I don't love the 80s. I love stuff from the 2000s. I just don't love all the 2000s.
We sleep on the 80s because, okay, we were babies in the 80s, but at the same time, there's some nostalgia that's there that we can't sleep on. And once it hits
it's the production, man. I don't the 80s production I don't feel that all the time. Like,
and I think that's what people are. I think that's what people are missing. But for me, it immediately became a nostalgia thing for me. That production was different, right? Because like it does seem a little flat. It does seem a little empty because of the electronic, the DX electric piano, all that sound is. It's just it was different. It was weird.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's still a sound of the times, though, man. It's still a sound of the moment. And I peanut butter jelly sandwiches sitting on the floor. And my mama sweeping around, and I'm like, "Yo, what was good? I'm just living a carefree young kid life, man. It's just."
I got you, man.
It takes me back.
Have we introduced cigars? We 22 in, man. We ain't said what we smoking.
We haven't even talked about the cigars.
Talking about cigars, and ain't bothered to say what we smoking. Let's discuss what we smoking.
Yeah, let's talk about what we smoking. So what we got? I'm gonna go first because I want to
shotgun. If you ain't at work, come on, shotgun. If you ain't at work, come on. Get your cigar out.
So what we got? Hold on. Where we go? Hold on. How do I do this? How do I bring up the cigars we smoking?
Boy, you was a rookie. How we do this? I don't remember.
You forgot too. Your mind went blank. Old age, man.
I don't do this. I don't engineer.
That technology mind is gone. But anyway, I'm smoking Olmec Foundation Olmec. I've had one before, and I think I've had one on the show like a couple of years back. But I'm back with this one though. What intrigued me about it is I saw this one sitting next to the other ones that I usually smoke, and this bad boy was dark. It was black and beautiful. And I said, ooh, I wasn't a big fan of the other one that I smoked, but this one's a Maduro. And Maduro just does something a little bit different from time to time. And I was hoping that maybe black of the berry, sweet of the juice when it comes to this Olmec. So I grabbed it and I lit it, and so far so good. So let me give you a quick rundown of the Foundation Maduro Olmec. Again, it's a dark baby. It's a dark baby. Where's my details? I lost my details. Man, we slipping right now. Hold on. Give me a second.
Well, we suck.
All right, so here we go. So we got a rapper San Andreas, binder and filler Nicaraguan, country origin Nicaraguan, and also guess what? Made in the Esteli farms of AJ Fernandez. So shout out to AJ Fernandez. We know we get it in when it comes to AJ. So here we go. So far, so good. It's a smooth ride. It's a smooth ride.
There we go. Look at that. Smoking a Definition Kinsman, the red band.
Red band. I gotta look that up.
Yeah, that's your first time with that one, shotgun. There you go. You figured it out because I couldn't figure it out. I'm still trying to figure it out. So for me, I got the Perdomo Habano. Sun-grown.
Okay.
Yeah. Sun-grown. And it's Epicure. Now let me see what's on this right here.
Okay.
my my statistics. Let's see, man. Can I read this stuff, man? All right, so I got the Ecuador, Connecticut wrapper, Nicaraguan origin, Nicaraguan binder, Nicaraguan filler. So boom, yeah, that's my info.
Okay. All right, so
I have
I know the
a little bit of
sun are usually a little spicy. You got some spice going on with that right now?
Not too noticeable. Not too noticeable. Not too noticeable.
Okay. That's what keeps me from getting sun grown. From time to time, anytime I see sun grown, like, am I in the mood for extra spicy? You know, sometimes we get that pepper, but that sun grown usually hits a little tougher when it comes to the peppers. So I usually try to fall back from it a little bit.
Yeah, it ain't nothing unmanageable. This is fine. This is a fine level of spice that I'm experiencing, man. But we got the love-hate relationship with Perdomo, so I just kind of wanted to
we do
get something
man,
and give them another shot.
I don't know what it is about Perdomo, but like for years, over a decade, like we just been so on the fence about Perdomo. I don't know about. I think me and you both, right? But it's like on the fence. Is it a good cigar line, good cigar brand, or does it fall short? I just never really know where to put it. I'm sorry, Perdomo. I really just don't know. I don't know. I get lost sometimes. Sometimes I want to say yes, and sometimes I want to say nah. It ain't quite it. So who knows?
Yeah, and even when I say yes, it's still kind of just it'd be average. It'd be good. Yeah, it's good. It's good. Not quite great, but good. But I don't know. That's my opinion of the ones I have. Shotgun say great cigar, Mexican San Andreas wrapper. Got the Nicaraguan filler. That's a nice combination.
Yeah. So we kind of matched. Like I got that Mexican San Andreas, Nicaraguan fillers, and all that stuff. So we got a kind of a similar makeup. I wonder who manufactures that Kinsman, Definition Kinsman. I'm about to look it up actually. I'm curious now.
All right, that's what it is, man. While you look that up, man, I'm gonna go ahead and move into this other topic here. We always reporting on the beefs and rap. You know what I'm saying? So
gotta talk about it.
The newest one that I steered clear of this all the way up until about 2 days ago. I finally got pulled into it. Maybe
really?
Yesterday, actually. I finally got pulled into it yesterday. I won't pay no attention to it, to be honest with you. Oh no, Shotgun. He liked the champagne. I hate the champagne, Shotgun.
we were just talking bad about the champagne.
Literally, you missed it. I don't rock with that champagne. And I'm gonna tell you, I got so much experience with that champagne. I wanted to love the champagne because I tried it multiple times. Just kept trying it, and I just was like, man, why do I keep trying to convince myself I like this? I don't like this cigar, but I wanted to like it though. But anyway, yeah, the beef with T.I. and 50, man. I wanted to steer clear of that one, man, but it got interesting to me because I kept hearing that the whole family was jumping them, and I was like,
yeah, once the family got involved, once the family got involved, it's like, okay, you got my attention. Because like at first it's just okay, two older rappers who was hot in the early 2000s, and they're still relevant. You know what I'm saying? And T.I. just dropped a hot album. Well, I don't know if the album came out, but I know he has a hot song that's out right now. But 50 he hasn't released any music recently. I'm like, just two older rappers. That's having some.
That's why I didn't want to hear it. I didn't want to hear them two going at it. I was like, whatever. I don't want to hear this.
Especially when I heard the origin of where everything came from like them wanting to do a versus or having a conversation about it, and then 50 kind of like backing out, like in some kind of, I guess what T.I. described as a punk move. How he kind of just like, and just brushed it off. Like,
it all felt corny, didn't it?
Yeah, it felt corny. And like heard about Tony Yayo and somebody and Ja Rule going after it. I'm like, come on, y'all we 50 plus now. Like, oh, y'all 50 plus. I ain't 50 plus, but they 50 plus now. Come on, chill. Yeah, like, why y'all still beefing? Like, how long are we gonna keep doing this? But once I heard T.I.'s kids get involved, I'm like, this is different now. This is different. You got the kids
this jumping. This is doing hip hop. You've never seen this, and this is hip hop history because it's never been done. A family never beat down
other rap stars are going in on the beef. Well, no, it's not the first time. It's not the first time because Diddy's sons tried to do it. They tried to diss 50. It wasn't it.
It didn't hit the same.
Then Christian and King Combs and those guys, they try to come at 50, and it just like, yeah, all right. But this one, when I heard Damani, I'm like, this might be the diss track of the year. This might be the song of the year, honestly. This
Damani quiet as kept. Like T.I. has dropped like 3 or 4 songs already. You know, but quiet as kept, Damani sounded like the best rapper in the family. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. He might give his pops some problems. You know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, Tip can go when he want to. You know what I'm saying? But like, he might give his pops some serious problems. Like,
but see what I liked about Damani was slick with the tongue. T.I., he just gonna hit him, boom, boom, boom. He gonna tell you what it is. We know T.I. style, but Damani was just surgically slicing them up. I'm like,
very surgical.
50, I don't know. Like you might can go back and forth with T.I., but I don't know if you want it with his son. I don't know if you want it with that one. I don't know if you want it with that one.
Clear that oldest. Just stay away from him. Ignore him. He didn't say nothing to you. Hey, that video is about to hit 1 million views too, man.
Yeah,
it's running up, man. I looked it up today just to see where he was at. He was in the mid 700s already, 700,000 something. He's up there.
Yeah. So this is a question I got. Does 50 need to respond?
Say what?
Does 50 need to respond?
He missed his window. He just need to let it go.
I don't think so. Let's not get caught up in the timeline of how soon you need to respond, like how Kendrick was coming back at Drake. Drake dropped a track, and then that by midnight he got another song out already. Let's not do that.
Kendrick took a week too. Kendrick took a week. He took a week.
Let's not do that though. So I still think 50 should respond, in my opinion. Like you can't let this young man spank you like that. Like you gotta LL cannabis him or something. Like at least try. You can't hide behind your riches on this one. You can't.
I don't know, man. He tried to meme his way out of it, man. I think, okay, now look, we're in an era where I think time is of the essence. You know what I'm saying? Kendrick took a week and we gave him a week, but we was on his heels when he took that week. Now we did little did we know he took a week to get a whole catalog together of 10 songs. We thought he was getting one song together. He had a whole catalog full. Like he was like, he had like 10 joints in the stash, just ready to let him go. So it was different, you know, respect in the retrospect. But 50 ain't gonna do that much work, you know. So he got a week. You know what I'm saying? If he responds in a month, we on to the next thing in life. You know how people are. I already don't care about them because they old. The hype ain't there for them that Drake and Kendrick, because it was 2 guys on top still. Like, but 50, you know, I didn't want to hear them rap no way. I didn't want to hear 50 and T.I. rap no way. It only got interesting when the Sons got involved and Damani started putting hands, feet, and everything else on 50. That's when it was like, oh, okay, that was good. That was good.
Yeah.
But prior to that, I didn't care.
Yeah, I didn't care either until I heard it today. Today was the first time I heard it. And
did you know Damani could rap?
Yeah.
Okay, that's the only reason I listened, because I knew he could rap.
All the time.
When I saw he responded, I was like,
fooled him. I actually fooled with Damani.
Let me see what he got to say. I was not going to get involved in this, but Damani brought me in. I was like, he didn't seem like the diss types. I'm like, what is he going to do? You know what I'm saying? And he did it the way I would expect him to.
And he clean cut him. Just, hey, I'm gonna sit back. I'm gonna be cool about this, but I'm gonna slice you up though. And 50, you got shot 9 more times. I'm sorry. He hit you 9 more. He
said every cat got 9 lives and 1 more ring his bell. You know what I'm saying? So like, he gave him the 1 more.
But you know what's sad? Is 50 Cent sons can't do nothing about it. 50 Cent's boys can't do nothing for him.
His one boy can. He gonna join the crew. He don't like his daddy either. So he on the sideline cheering.
That would be, that might put a nail in 50 Cent's petty career. If the son, 50 Cent's son, joining with T.I.'s son to diss 50 Cent.
Yeah.
Well, you got to hang the petty up. Put the petty on the shelf. No more being petty. It's over for you.
Right.
Leave the memes alone now.
You know,
come out with some more cognac, do another TV show, but leave the memes to somebody else. Leave them to a comedian. Drewski got it from now on.
You know, I know there's probably some people that could view that as a little corny, that all the family got involved and like it's attention look seeking and taking advantage of a moment and stuff. There's other ways to view it. But for me, as a father of all boys, I respected it. You know what I'm saying? It was like, because if somebody came with my wife, I got to stand up for my wife and my kid's mom.
You talking about my mama? You talking about my mama? I got to come get you.
But I'm saying as the father, I identify with Tip.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
I got to ride for my wife as an example for my boys to know we don't let nobody come at your mom. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that's my woman, and we gonna is she gonna be respected as such, and that's your mom. And I appreciate the boys riding for their mom. You know what I'm saying? So I can respect that, because I would want my boys to ride for their mom.
That's exactly what I'm saying. I agree 1000%. It's like T.I. looking at it like, hey, look, that is your mom you talking about, and y'all are grown men at this point. You better stand up and say something. You're not kids right now, and he's talking about your kids talking to a grown man. Yes, there's an age gap there, but now we're talking man to man here. You guys are men. Stand up for your mama.
Yeah. When I left the house at 18, that's my dad told me. He said, "You a grown man now, you know, still treat people with respect, but at the end of the day, you need to gain your respect. They got to treat you as a man from now on. So don't be taking nothing from the older dudes, you know what I'm saying? Just trying to be respectable to people who aren't, you know, giving you respect in return." So that's how I feel about it, you know.
Yeah.
They grown men. Go gain your respect.
Yeah, I feel you. And I think they earned it. King, he handled it in a different way, but I understood his passion, especially when I saw like his videos and his comeback. I don't did he do we got a diss track out there? Does King have one out there?
Haven't heard King. He dissed. I didn't listen to it, but I know like
if he was nice with it. I don't know if he was nice with it.
He's exactly what you would think it to be. It's exactly what you would expect from King. It's auto-tuned up, little whoever sounding. You know what I'm saying? Like,
okay. I'm glad I didn't listen to it then. I'm glad I went straight. The first one I heard was Damani and saying, okay, the boy, I heard King talking, and King was pissed, and he had every right to say what he was saying.
Quite disrespectful
as it was. But when Damani came on the mic and he did his thing, I gave it to him.
Hey, everybody was calling it Meet the Grams, man. You feel like that was Meet the Grams?
Esque.
Yeah, because he talked to a family member. You know what I'm saying? Like,
talk to his mama. He talked to his mama about her boy. Respectfully,
that's the double entendre in it though, because we talking to moms. Let's talk to your mom.
Talk to your mom. Yeah, albeit she's not here.
It wasn't as vile as Meet the Grams. Meet the Grams is like all disrespect intended. You know what I'm saying? It's like nothing.
You know what? It was nice, nasty. It was. He still violated. He still violated.
But it was in a I'm almost concerned for you type of way. Kenneth wasn't concerned at all. Like, he just wanted to tell your parents how bad you were, like, as a person.
Miss Jackson. They had a sorry Miss Jackson in the background. I'm like, and the sorry Miss Jackson going, and you saying, Miss Jackson, look, your boys up here wilding, your boys up here doing this. I'm kind of concerned. I don't even think Curtis or 50 know who Curtis is. Like, Curtis don't even know who Curtis is. I'm like, yo, it was disrespectful.
All while sliding some threats in the mix. All while slipping a thread in here and there. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was
slide too, just smooth.
It was well done.
The thread in there. That's what was so. Hey, if anybody else try to come out with a diss record against somebody else this year, the money takes the cake right now. It's hard to top that one.
Hey man, I think you like it because if you dropped a diss record, I would imagine it would fall in a similar vein.
It would go like that.
A similar vein. The flow's different, but the thought process behind the song would have been the same. Like, the balance of disrespect along with an intelligent way of going about it. You know what I'm saying? Like I would imagine that you would have take more of that approach than a nasty approach.
It resonated.
Yeah.
So I give it to him. So I think 50 needs to respond. You say it's too late. I don't think it's too late, but he got to say something. You can't let them boys go at you like that. It's like that's equivalent to, you know what I'm saying, Cat Williams get knocked out by that 13-year-old.
It's too late because the timeline that people will care about this will expire a lot faster than if they were in their prime.
Also, you got to think about the age group of the people, the 50 Cent fans. We don't fall into that same category, that age group. We don't fall into that same category.
Today we do.
I don't.
People moving on.
I don't. Because here's the thing. This is why I say today I don't, because I have a life going on. I'm not attached to my, you know what I'm saying, my scrolls every day. So if I go 3, 4, 5, 6 days without going through social media and seeing the new hotness and the hype and whatever, I was working anyway. I was taking care of my family anyway. I was doing grown man things anyway. So whenever 50 Cent drops, it's right on time for me. So it's like, to me, it's like no time passed.
Well, for me, it ain't. For me, it ain't, because I already didn't care. I only care now because the Domani. So what happens is,
I want to hear 50 Cent come back and say something to them boys.
He got to say something right now while I care, because I ain't gonna care again. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go right back to not caring in a week. So he's on the timeline, a short lease in my world.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. But at the same time, I still feel like he can still go right now. If he decides to go right now, I wouldn't say that it's too late. But if he continues to wait a little bit and my mindset goes into caring about something else, then okay. Then now you're too late. Now you missed my timeline, because now I got other grown man things to handle. And 50 Cent and Domani is not on my radar anymore.
Okay.
But right now, while it's hot and while Domani just released his track, however long ago it was, or I just heard it today, it's still time. It's still time.
We got more beef brewing, man. It's on the radar just today.
What's that?
Hey man, they say U.S. and Iraq got smoke for each other right now. You know, Iran, not Iraq, Iran. You know,
yeah. Or I mean, they're gonna have smoke with us after what happened with the strikes and this whole political climate.
Yeah.
So beef is in the air. I guess Trump heard the money and he said, you know what, I want some beef too.
I choose violence too.
Let's go with these strikes. So we got strikes going on. And another potential, like, and I hate to keep hearing this being revisited, but more threats of war, man. Like, why do we keep going down this road? Like the threat of it and the strikes, unwarranted, uncongressional, I guess, right? Because he's not getting every time this happens. And I think this is a bigger magnitude than the last strikes that happened, because I think last time was just a few drone strikes. They hit a couple targets and they moved in and out. This one was a more grandiose attack. And it's like, man, we're asking for it. We're asking for it at this point. Yeah. And it just keeps happening. And, you know, we had the whole Venezuela thing. We had some bully moves going on. Trump is on his bully tour. He's on his bully tour. Grabbing other presidents from other countries, securing their oil, moving into Iran, and we know Iran and that whole
president's out there getting the back of this Trump. Put the mask on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shut up. Don't say nothing.
Bombing joints, and I just feel like, man, we are asking for it. We're asking for major conflict, you know, and it feels like every time there's some kind of distraction, we get a situation like this. We just had a distraction. We just had the whole State of the Union address and some other things that were talked about, but never at any point during the State of the Union address, I'm gonna listen to the whole thing, was anything leading up to something like this magnitude. And you're trying to get the understanding of the United States people. You know what I mean? Like it's a tough world that we're sitting back watching. And then being a member of the United States Army myself, it's disheartening a lot, you know, and I hate to see it. I can't speak too much on it in that aspect of how I think about things, because we can't speak about the president in a negative light. But I'm not in uniform, so I can say a little bit more. So, but I'm not with it, man. Like I don't like the methods and the thought processes behind certain things. And then you're asking for somebody like me and my colleagues to get up and go and do certain things. You don't even understand the motives of what's happening. You're not even talking to the people or going the congressional route of why you have these courses of actions that are happening. And it's disheartening and it hurts, man. Like it really does.
Yeah. Because you're asking a lot of people to potentially put their life on the line for some stuff they don't know why they're putting their life on the line.
Yeah.
And it would be fair to at least have a good understanding of what is really going on, which they're never going to show their hand entirely. You know what I'm saying? There's always going to be an ulterior motive.
Yeah,
but
there's always
something that makes sense, at least on the front.
But even when George W. when he did his thing, hey, look, weapons of mass destruction, we got to go get Saddam, we got to do this and blah 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 blah. We had courses of reason.
Whether you bought it or not, he gave one.
Yeah.
And then he went and pivoted and did what he really wanted to do. But
yeah. And then let me go ahead and get my own real agenda. I'm trying to look out for my father, right? Because just like Domani, he gonna ride for his people, and that's what George W. did.
But at the end of the day, the way it happened with, at least with George, he had the support of the majority of the union, I believe. You know what I'm saying? Most people was like, we got to go get them. That we ain't letting that ride. Go handle it. You know?
Yeah. So it's like, what are we doing? We're not grabbing that same type of understanding from the union, from the people, to get the understanding of the forces, to get the understanding of what's happening and why it's happening.
Yeah, man. Hopefully we'll find out more, man. A lot of this is breaking news today, you know, not literally breaking in this moment. Maybe more news is broke since we've been on the live, but you know, it's let's see.
Yeah, so right now, I'm pretty much all day I'm going to be on the watch and trying to figure out what's going on and what's happening. So it's never easy. It's never easy. But here we are. The beef continues. But you ready to break down these cigars, man, and give us some review about what we talking about, what we smoking today?
Yeah, man, let's go for it, man. Let's go for it.
You want me to go ahead and go first?
I'll kick it off, man. I don't have a ton of thoughts as far as a lot of complexity with this stick as far as where I made it within the cigar. But for now, my thoughts of it, I'm still in the first third. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say that. It's still in the first third. So it's still a lot of room to change. It's been overall, it's been a good stick. Like I said earlier about Perdomo, when it's good, it's good, but it's not great. And when it's bad, it's just like, eh. So it leaves you torn. But where I'm at with it, it's good. It's a good cigar. The Perdomo has been, Habano that I'm smoking here has been medium body stick. I say it's safe to say dead center, medium body stick, a little bit of spice that you pick up on it, a little bit of a caramel feel to it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's got a little bit of a cedar going on with it. It's got a lot of creaminess to it. It is very creamy. That's something else I'm picking up on. And I'd say, what's the other note? There's one other note. Dang, I'm getting old. I can't remember stuff. Anyway, cedar, the caramel, and the creaminess, and maybe a little woodiness. You know what I'm saying? But that's kind of the extent of where I'm at with it for now. Been constructed pretty well. It's got a good draw on it. You know what I'm saying? But just a good cigar, not a great cigar. You know, so for me, I'll go with from 1 to 5. I'm going to rate this at about I'll go 3.8. 3.8, above average. Falls into the mid range. It's not great.
That's higher than what I thought you were going to land. And not to give my score away just yet, mine is similar, but I feel like my description is going to be on the opposite end of the spectrum. But we're going to be close in score. We're going to be close in score. I already have an idea where I want to go. So not too bad. You kind of surprised me with the 3.8. Surprised me with the 3.8. So
it's above average. It's a good cigar. You know what I'm saying? But it just don't quite give me something to go into the great range. But who knows? Once again, I'm only in the first third. maybe it'll bump up to a 3940. You know what I'm saying? But or maybe it'll drop down to a 36.
You never know. Never know. But you got to keep smoking and see what happens. Yeah. But all right, man. So that's cool. That's cool. Shout out to Perdermo. We're gonna keep giving them a shot. That's how it be. That's how it be. But I'm smoking this Olmec. I think that's how you say it. Olmec Maduro by Foundation. Again, an AJ Fernandez product. This cigar started out very nice. Aroma was good. Aroma was right where I wanted it to be. It did what it needed to do. It got my juices going. You know, that salivation that starts to happen when you have a really good aroma with the cigar. It does that and did it perfectly. So shout out to that. As far as tasting notes, with this, I got this toasted coconut type of flavor. Some graham cracker and some roasted nut, roasted like peanut or whatever, or like some kind of even like a peanut brittle, something similar in there. Of course, mixed with some good earth, good tobacco, just right there in that nice smooth range. And I got to say that based on the other Olmec cigars that I've smoked, that wasn't this deep dark Maduro, those didn't necessarily handle the flavors very well, but this one did. Like it smashed it just right with all those that toasted coconut, that peanut brittle, roasted peanut type of flavor with earth and tobacco, rich tobacco. Nice flavor profiles. Plus, I got some rich, thick smoke throughout the whole experience of smoking. I'm here at the tail end of my first third, almost going into my second third. I think I might actually be in my second third. Pretty good so far. Smooth from the jump. It's like that ride was nice to this point. So, was it the best cigar that I've had? Yes, from Olmec, but overall, I might be a prisoner of some great cigars that I've been smoking. Started out pretty hot to trot on the new season, and had some ones that landed in like the low to mid fours. This one didn't necessarily crack the 4 just yet, but I see that it just might if I hit that second, third, and it keeps getting better and better. But I'm ended at a 3.9 where I'm at right now, a 3.9. So that's why I say we're similar in score range, but I feel like this one it did what it needed to do. Olmec, you got a great one with this Maduro. The other ones, I'm not so sure. Maybe I need to revisit them to see what the difference is between what you did with this Maduro versus the other ones, the Habano wrappers, the Connecticut broadleaf or whatever. But this Maduro, you did it right. Definitely did it right. But 3.9 as it stands right now.
There we go. All right, well, shoot, man. There you have it. That is the scores. We appreciate everybody that came through. Left a comment, said something. If you tuned in today, thank you, man. Anyway, we up out of here. Keep your cigars up high.
Yes, sir.
High. Yeah.